Hey, it's your Aunt Fa here. I'm going to teach you absolute beginners how to make furniture in Blender. First though, I'm going to show you a little bit about Blender. When you open it up, you're going to get a screen kind of like this, which is all fine. Your screen may be darker, your screen may be lighter. You can customize everything in this software. So you will wake up, as it were, to the default cube, this thing right here. This is mainly what we're going to be working with in this course. But if you decide, well, I want a cube, there are other things you can add, and you add them by going up to clicking Add and Mesh. You can add planes and cubes and circles and, just click all the buttons and see what you get. That's the best way to learn where everything is. What we'll be working with is cubes and maybe some cylinders. The rest you don't need to worry about now, but they're under the Add button. Now we are in object mode. Object mode is the mode wherein you can move your entire, whatever you're building, you can move the whole thing at once. If you want to move individual parts of it, you need to go to edit mode, and edit mode is up here. Click edit mode. Now there's a lot of other modes and they're all fun, but we don't need to worry about them now. Edit mode, and we get this. In Blender, when something is highlighted like this, it means either that you selected it or that it's available for selection. Now there's three things I need to tell you about, just so we're all on the same page. The first thing are these corners. Now you'll see a little dot. Dot may be bigger or smaller, maybe different colors, but it's going to be a dot, and it's going to be wherever these lines join up. This is called a vertex. Two or more of them are called vertices, not the other word. And they can be moved, they can be shaped, everything can be moved and be shaped. I don't work with vertices all that much when I do furniture, but lines, also called edges, and faces I'd use a lot. To get a line, go up here, click on Edge Select. Now you'll notice that I don't have little dots anymore, but I have edges. Now suppose I want just this edge. What I need to do is just select that one edge. Now, when you select, either by the right or left mouse button, whichever causes a change, now that you've selected it by clicking on it, what can you do with it? Well, that's where all these good things come in. And for this course, we'll be using Move, Rotate, Scale, and Loop Cut. I love Loop Cut. But here's our line. What do I want to do with it? Say I want to move it. So I click on Move, and I get what's called a gizmo. The gizmo has 3 axes on it, and you can see that your screen also does. The Z-axis, which is blue, is up and down. The Y-axis, which is green, maybe a different shade of green, but it's green, is back and front. So, and the red axis is right to left. Now, if you've decided that I don't like any of that stuff, Control Z, just like everywhere else, will put things back the way they were. So Control Z, Z, Z. And why are my screencast keys not working? Thank you. But yeah, Control Z, and we're back to where we were. Go away. You'll notice whenever you get screens, you'll get little arrows like this. These are menus that you can pull them out, you can put them back, you can get rid of things, you can put them on. Anyway, that's how you move a line. Now you don't have to move it only along these axes, although this is really good for furniture. If you just take your mouse button, hold it on the line, and just wiggle your hand all around, you can put that anywhere you want and come up with some really funky stuff. But let's not say we did. The other thing I work with a lot is faces. This is a face, this is a face, this is a face. And again, we can pull them down, we can smush them in, or we can smush them in that way, or we could just hold down the mouse button and put it all over the place, because why not? Well, I'll tell you why not. It's ugly when you do that. So, what else can we do? Here is the rotate thing, and I don't use this very much for furniture, but it's good anyway. Again, you have your X, Y, and Z axis, and these will depend on the orientation of the face or the line that you're working on. Z will, anyway. Okay, come on. Why is it being like that? And what you can do with this is you can pull that up, pull it over, pull it like this, and you know, it's just get your default cube and just play with it so that you can get used to what everything does. Z. Are we back? Yes, now we're back. The other really useful thing we've got here is scale. Scale I use a lot. Say I want this face to be twice as wide as it is long. There's a couple of ways I can do this, and this will work for lines too, though vertices, vertex is a vertex, and anyway, there. Now, when you get that default cube, it's going to be one model unit, or actually probably 2 model units by 2 model units, which more or less the way I work with it comes out to 2 meters by 2 meters. You can think of each square here as a meter. Now you can either do it by eye, or you could go here and scale. And if I want that one to be twice as much, I click 2, return, and now it's twice as wide as this back one here. And you know, you can do that to any old thing you want. Now, here I've almost got a cool thing. So let's go back into there, select this. There's a tabletop, because why not? But anyway, what I want you to do, and this is all I'm going to cover for this part, is just get that old default cube and play with it just until these three here, just until you get used to how it works. Now you'll see we were able to move individual parts. We can go back here to object mode, and we've still got scale, rotate, move. Move, you'll see, moves the whole thing. Rotate, rotates the whole thing. Scale works again on the whole thing. And just, for now, just go play with that default cube, move it around, squash it, deform it, cast aspersions at its ancestry, you know, whatever you want to do. And we will begin making a very simple table in the next video. Bye-bye.